Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are, well, in the Crystarium, and this anxious guard here has a quest for us. And the picture showed Ryne. Serenia, have you seen Ryne? She's been looking for you. Not yet. Wait here, I go and get her. There you are. The truth is, I need your help. Alright. Now hold on, I haven't even told you what it is yet. After you defeated Emmet Selk, I sensed a strange concentration of light, somewhere far to the south. In the empty, where lands that were once swallowed by the flood. I can't tell what it is, but we have to find out. For all we know, it might even be another Light Warden. But whatever it may be, I don't intend to stand by and watch. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Fanquit, Orianji and I have a few theories that we plan to test once we find whatever's causing this. The three of us were reluctant to ask for your help considering everything that you've been through. The thing is, you're the only person who can defeat the Light Warden without becoming one yourself, so we have no choice. While we don't have to jump to a conclusion, it would be a good idea to have you there, just in case. So, will you come with us? Wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Serenia. This means a lot. First of all, let's head to the Derrick in Amarang. Fanquit Orianji should have everything ready by now. Sorry to drag you all the way out here. I have a feeling you'll miss this place when you see where we're going next, though. 'Tis a blessing to see thee so hale. I hope the desert creatures didn't give you too much trouble on the way here. I doubt they posed any sort of challenge to her. Would that I could say the same with confidence about whatever fiend may be waiting for us out there. Even if a light that Ryne senses turns out to be nothing of consequence, the empty is hardly the most welcoming of places. Anything that could survive out there is not to be trifled with. Moreover, it should be reiterated that the light-blasted wasteland poses as severe a threat as any foe we might face. In any event, we are in agreement that this phenomenon does warrant investigation, though for lack of precise means of navigation, we must needs rely on Ryne's innate abilities to guide us. I have formed several hypotheses regarding the nature of a light, but speculation is a poor substitute for first-hand observation. There will be plenty of time for us to talk about it on the way. Is the sky slipper ready, Franket? Ready to take us wherever we need to go, aye. Back again too, maybe, if we ask it nicely. Though the light have been expunged from Northrend, the ambient air of the empty is still corrupted. Dangerously so, in fact. The flood of light devastated everything in its wake. The soil, the air, the water, all rendered incapable of supporting life. It is due to this imbalance as the empty remained utterly uninhabitable even a century thereafter. That's why we're taking every possible precaution. Between the ephemerometers I packed and Ryne's unique abilities, we should be able to detect and measure any fluctuation in our alignments. According to the Crystarium scouts, a few days out there won't affect us in any noticeable degree. But much longer than that and we risk becoming sin-eaters. Since we still don't know how chocobos and Amaro will fare in the empty, we opted for a mechanical mode of transportation. This comes courtesy of the researchers at the Mine, who found it in the Crystal Tower and restored it to working order. It's quite safe, I promise. The person in charge said he'll have parts delivered from the Crystarium should anything break. He seems quite eager to see what we bring back from the empty, even though I told him we're not hunting for treasure. I'll introduce you if you have a chance to stop by Motsuk at some point. Anyway, I think that covers everything. When you're ready to leave, just say the word. While I'm piloting and Ryne's navigating, you and Urianger will be free to enjoy the view and engage in rousing conversation. By that I mean he can spend the whole time talking to you while you're not in agreement. Although a flood of light is believed to have expunged all traces of life from the empty, we must remain ever vigilant. We know not what we shall find. Well then, shall we? With a name like The Empty, I wasn't expecting much in the way of pleasant scenery, but this is downright depressing. To look on the land swallowed by the flood with mine own eyes. It is a chilling sight indeed. Approximately 9/10 of this world is this, a slate all but wiped clean. Were it not for warriors of darkness in Infilia. Ryne, are you sure we're heading in the right direction? Yes, I'm certain. There's no telling how far away it is, though. Nothing for it but keep going, then. You two back there may as well take a nap. I have a feeling we have a good few months ahead of us. I have to say, it's a touch larger than I was expecting. And is it sleeping? This thing? There's something up here, right? No, it's waking up. I don't like the sound of that. Is it a light warden? No, I don't think so. Instead of being filled with light, it is light. The first Sin Eater. Long have I strived to unravel the mystery surrounding the flood of light, to discover what set that terrible cataclysm in motion. Every thread led to the same conclusion, the same single point. Or single being. I have reason to believe that the entity we see before us is the first Sin Eater, the instigator of a flood, the very foe Minfilia vanquished a century ago. She gave everything she had, and won. But this abomination could undo her work. The possibility cannot be denied. What is oft said that destruction and creation are but two sides of the same coin. Ryne, knowest thou of what I speak? The power to shape reality, to bend the laws of nature. For what was once shattered may be forged anew. That's all well and good, but don't you think we should give it a name first? Eden. Utopia in Fae. A most auspicious title. Now, when that's settled, perhaps we should find a spot to set up camp. Even brought a couple of tents on the off chance, but pitching the damn thing is something of a fine art. Does anyone fancy helping me? Though frequent rest may allay the symptoms of prolonged exposure to the empty's ambient ether, it would be unwise to linger here overlong. Where's Thancred? Already in the tent? Or is he standing somewhere here? No. I never realized that putting tents up could be such a bother. Still, I'm glad that we got there in the end. Thancred should be back from scouting the area soon. Once he's here, we can plan our next move. During the course of your investigation, you may discover valuable artifacts. These can be exchanged for equipment by speaking with Gulgul in Mortsuk or Yal Yal in Yulmo. I wonder what's taking Thancred so long. Ah, there he is. Well, that was rather uneventful, not that I'm complaining. Did you find anything? No, thankfully. There's naught but barren plains in every direction, apart from Eden, obviously. I tried approaching it, but the brute didn't even seem to notice me. I thought it best not to tempt fate, so I withdrew. We should act now before it's fully awake. Meaning, what exactly? When I think about the flood of light, I get the feeling that, rather than destroying everything in its path, what it actually did was stop the flow of ether. Of course, that meant that all the plants, animals, and people here could no longer survive. They must have crumbled to dust in the years since. But the ether is still here, lying dormant. If Eden is the one that's caused it, maybe it can get it flowing again. I don't know for certain, but I think I can use Eden to bring life back to the empty. Now hold on a moment, what makes you think that's even possible? And how do you expect to control that kind of power? Ryne's aspiration may not be as preposterous as thou dost surmise. I believe Minfilia halted the flood of light's advance, not by restoring Eden, but by silencing it. And in so doing, she has gifted us an opportunity too precious to waste. Even now the flame of hope burns on. I, as Minfilia's successor, it stands to reason that Ryne does possess the means to exert her will over Eden. But such a monumental task is not to be taken lightly. What sayest thou, Serenia? Probably easier said than done. Yes, you're probably right, but I have to try. Very well, Ryne. You've made up your mind, so how should we go about this? I have an idea. I've been studying it carefully ever since we arrived, and it seems to me that the light is more concentrated at a certain point. I suppose you could call it the core. The giant Talos had a core too, like a beating heart that controlled the flow of ether. If Eden's core is the same, perhaps you could use it to restore the etheric balance? The theory is certainly sound. By employing Ethernet shards as beacons, maybe we could trace the ethereal flow to Eden's core, and in so doing secure the means to teleport to the very heart of a beast. Thankfully, the settlement councilors kindly furnish us with a plethora of apparatus by which to perform such feats. However, we must first have Ryne study the entity's interior and chart us a suitable course. Once we have reached our destination, I shall fabricate a means by which you may directly communicate with Eden and mayhap exert a measure of control over it. You can really do that, Uranji? All credit is due to a dear friend, a gentle soul long since departed, who imparted to me a wealth of knowledge concerning ethereology. Although I'm certain she would be all too quick to chastise my methodology. Excuse me for interrupting this trip down memory lane, but I don't imagine that Eden will be too happy about us, rummaging around in its innards, for want of a better term. In all seriousness, though, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of welcoming party arranged once through this. Perhaps you'd best lead the way, Serenia? It's true that she's the only one who can defeat the Light Warden, but I'd better not rely on her any more than we have to. Yes, I haven't forgotten what happened when she absorbed too much light. But as Alize said, making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. Now I wish I could put down wardens myself, but the simple fact is I can't, and there's no point pretending I can. That's why I'm asking Serenia. Then perhaps I could... You already have a job to do, remember? The only reason this plan even has a chance of success is because of your involvement. We need you to concentrate on the task at hand and guide us to the core. Not only that, you have to keep an eye on Eden itself. If we somehow manage to make it angry, get us out of there. Are you sure you want to go through with this? This is what I do best. I won't let you down. Though we remain here, Ryne and I shall do our utmost to guide thee along the ethereal stream. Afterwards, breach the exterior, we shall remain in contact via these link pearls, courtesy of our comrades in the Xtarium. Being relics salvaged from the Crystal Tower, I fear they may be somewhat less reliable than those to which thou art accustomed. Eden's Gate Resurrection now accessible. Be careful, huge amounts of ether are rushing to the core. Wait, what's that? Keeper of Knowledge, Eden Prime. Spears of Paradise. Ow. Early antiquity, huh? Okay. Though we anticipated some form of resistance, I did not foresee Aiden generating a smaller replica of itself. To think that a mere fraction of its power could manifest such a powerful adversary is frightening indeed. It seems that we have to wait for the ether within Aiden to stabilize before we can teleport to the core. It seems that Thancred's prediction about there being some sort of guardian was right. Thankfully it was nothing you couldn't handle. And I'm glad to say that you haven't absorbed any light either. So far so good. Now that the way is clear, the Ethernet shards can send us to the core and back whenever we need. Why don't we give them a try? Standing around and waiting is hardly my forte, though I dare say I'm more suited to this than whatever Yuyanji is doing. Though the apparatus is now in place, a number of minute adjustments must needs be made before attempting to assert control over Eden. Once the Yuyanji has activated the device, it's my turn. The time has come, Ryne. Watch over me, Minfilia. Is this supposed to happen? Eden is offering considerable resistance. Not now. Not when I'm so close. Yuyanji! I'm unharmed, but what of Ryne? No. You listen to me. Ryne, be careful. Okay, the beast's fury has subsided. Well, I'm glad that's over. But for how long? Okay, but I think I end this episode here. Yeah, we took our first look into Eden, and we'll see what happens next, probably next episode. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.